Standing in the marbled entrance hall, I encountered my wife pushing a linen cart, eyes cast down, posture slumped. She failed to acknowledge my presence, didn't hesitate or react, oblivious to the man who had once mapped her breath in the dark. It was at this moment that something inside me solidified. My 12-year tenure in Black Ops had taught me how to interpret rooms, vanish, endure. Yet it hadn't equipped me for watching my wife clean a staircase in a house I sacrificed to purchase for her, while our children feigned invisibility at the breakfast table. I remained silent, refrained from inquiry, offered a smile to the man at the head of the table as if I were merely another guest, because the mission had surfaced. I met her prior to the scars, the silences. She was more vocal, less cautious back then, more trusting. We constructed vows in humble apartments and used forever, as if it were indestructible. When the opportunity arose, secretive, perilous, financially rewarding, I told her it was temporary. She promised to endure. Money, letters, fragments of myself were dispatched. I forfeited birthdays, funerals, and first steps. Each sacrifice served a purpose. I was constructing a sanctuary for my family. The grand house wasn't a status symbol, it was a refuge. Subtle hints came softly, they always do. Delayed responses, brief conversations, the children addressing me as sir instead of dad. Photos ceased to arrive. Then birthdays started vanishing from the calendar. I convinced myself it was distance that caused this. War has an uncanny ability to distort reason. The evidence didn't surface in a dramatic disclosure. It appeared in quietude. Upon retrieving records following my discharge, I found my name absent from property deeds, trusts rerouted, signatures skillfully forged with practiced assurance. My spouse hadn't betrayed me solely. She was manipulated. That man at the table, he wasn't her savior, he was her controller. I didn't accuse anyone. I strategized. Black Ops instills restraint. You don't attack when you're enraged, you attack when your target is at ease. I reassembled my crew. Lawyers, analysts, accountants, a different battleground. Same regulations, everything was traced. Shell corporations, misuse of power of attorney, emotional manipulation, and even her job. It wasn't punishment, but control. Break her identity, rewrite her dependency. The children, they were weaponized loyalty, made into unknowing witnesses. I gave the mansion time to relax, let the deceit sink deeper. Then I pulled the trigger. The first step was subtle. Accounts were frozen, trusts audited, an emergency court order signed before breakfast. The second step was noisy. Child advocacy services, psychological evaluations, school counselors subpoenaed. The third step was precise. I bought the debt that held the mansion, all of it. Now the house didn't belong to him anymore. It belonged to the man standing in the entrance hall. I waited until nightfall. The man poured himself a drink when the knock came. Confidence does that. He opened the door expecting respect. He saw me instead. I remained silent at first. Just handed him the documents. His eyes widened as he grasped that his name held no weight without its attached wealth. My wife, quivering, comprehended in an instant. She tried to voice her thoughts, but I signaled her silence. I apologized that she had forgotten her identity. I cautioned him about the importance of verifying who backed his empire. I told our children that truth doesn't require permission to be spoken aloud. The house fell silent, a reminder of gravity returning. In just 48 hours, he lost his reputation, connections, and power. She reclaimed her name. Counseling, space, time, she got it all. I didn't triumph by tearing them down. I triumphed by returning what was taken from us. Justice isn't boisterous, it's precise. As I exited that night, the mansion lights dimmed, one after another. I did not glance back. Some conflicts conclude with chaos, some conclude with understanding. This one concluded as it should have me standing tall, and the truth finally resurfacing once more.